A really exciting night ahead of us here at the Santiago Bernabeu in Madrid. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Real Oviedo.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. I always get a buzz from being here. The players will feel the same, I'm sure. Fast start, always a good idea to impose yourself on the game straight from the off.
Con el 3, Militao. Con el 4, David Alaba.
And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Carvajal plays with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions, and they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. This is how the visitors will set up today. Pretty well balanced, this formation, Lee.
Yeah, it can be a 4-2-3-1 in the offensive mode, but it can also go back to a 4-5-1 when you're defending. The lone striker will be supported by the three just behind him, especially the number 10 who will be given a free role.
Que ondeen las banderas en el Estadio Santiago Bernabéu. Que el partido empieza ya.
And the game begins. And possession given away. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. In with a chance. It could be up for grabs. Oh, and he puts away the second chance. But the goalkeeper angry with himself here.
Well, here's the replay. The keeper's made a save, but it's not good enough. It's back into play. But he was first to react, and it's in the back of the net.
A chance to revisit the goal. So Real restart the game. Disappointed to have conceded. Can they find an equaliser?
Sangali.
And it wasn't a great pass, was it? Sergio Tejera. Saúl Berjón. A fine reading of the situation. And he's in. And a goal! The keeper couldn't stop it. Real Madrid on terms.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a great ball to put him through. And sometimes, with all the time in the world, you can fluff your lines, but he composes himself and slips it past the keeper beautifully. Well, the manager knows that's plan A sorted, got themselves back into this. Now can they go again?
Even Steven, one apiece on this match. Well, no stopping him. A fine block. And firing it into the area. The header, but far too straight to worry the keeper.
Yeah, meat and drink for a goalkeeper of that class.
Real Madrid have been awarded the free kick. Outdoing his opponent. And space to exploit, maybe. Well, they've won the ball back quickly. Options in the centre. Well, it could be on for him here. Well, what an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say. Not the best challenge, free kick. Sergio Tejera. Running with the ball, confident. Well, the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. Oh, he's given us away inexplicably. Tenacious tackling, excellent defending there. Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. And it looked like open road for them, but up a dead end. Tejera. Well, that's a splendid piece of challenging. Marvellous piece of skill. Well, they've lost possession of the ball under some pressure. That is how to apply the pressure. Well, spot on with that challenge. Disappointing pass. Excellent ball towards the front post. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Outrageously skillful. Well, that's how to dispossess your opponent. Sanchez. And room now out on the wing. Gives it a go. Save, but still a chance. And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front.
Well, the keeper will be frustrated. He thought he'd saved it. He's so unlucky there. It's a good angle from him as well, but it's in the back of the net.
A chance to revisit the goal.
Well, he can't let the frustrations get the better of him, Derek. His players need help here.
So the game has been restarted. What sort of response will that elicit from Real Madrid? How can he take them on and beat them? It needs an accurate cross. Still looking to get the shot off. Masterful piece of foiling. Well, nicely cut out. Pressing high to win the ball. He has time to play it over. Making sure nothing untoward happened. Bellingham! Oh, it's a penalty in the opinion of the referee. And maybe they'll be able to level this up. Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear.
Well, I like that, Derek. Good refereeing. Nice and strong, told the player exactly what he was thinking.
And there it is, perfectly executed.
Well, here it is again, and a good penalty for me is one that just hits the back of the net. Left, right, down the middle, just find the goal.
Once again, the sides are level. This is a kaleidoscope of shifting emotions. And players waiting in the centre. So a goal kick is what's coming up here. And this again, the goal that was scored from the spot. Real using width to good effect. Good looking move this. Can they forge ahead? And the attack fades out. It is to be a throw-in. Tejera. Saúl Berjón. And scope for them to produce something exciting. And it's played into the centre. And clears the danger. And the attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out. Sergio Tejera. It's with Rodri. Well, possibilities in the centre. Splendid defending from Carvajal. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. Well, far from the ideal pass. Rodri. Vinicius Junior. An attack full of promise. Beautifully disguised ball. Just couldn't capitalise there. Going well. Saúl Berjón. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Careless in possession. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Now can they counter clinically? Defenders need to cover. Gives it a go. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards.
Well, having scored two, he's going to get the hat-trick at some point, you feel. He's just so full of confidence, never looked like missing.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. Well, neutrals are getting their money's worth. 3-2 in this match. Into the advanced position. And he's beaten him here. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. He's in here. And offside just as he was ready to pounce. Tejera. Bellingham. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Wonderful chance. And the keeper had to react in an instant.
Oh, and does he? Wow, does he react? What a save that is. Well, Derek, he's trying to make himself heard down there. Very difficult to hear the coach from the sidelines. It's still very tight, this game.
And firing it into the area. Well, not cleared away completely. Pretty routine there for the goalkeeper. Saúl Berjón. Now, let's see what they can do here. Surely the equaliser. In it goes! To square the game! What a contest this is turning out to be!
Well, the lead barely lasted a few minutes and they're right back in it. Conceding a goal after you've just scored, almost criminal.
Well, let's have another view of that goal.
Well, Derek, the frustration's boiling over on the touchline. He's not happy at all with the last 5 or 10 minutes.
And it's level again here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. Skipping away. Plenty of forward momentum here. But can they produce? Well, it was fired straight at the keeper. No real difficulties for him.
No, decent positioning from the goalkeeper. Poor shot, to be honest with you.
Saúl Berjón. Borja Sanchez. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. Cross could be useful. Just couldn't capitalise there. Real using width to good effect. A real opening now. Oh, what an opportunity. It's been squandered.
Well, you dream of 1v1s as players. He's had one and he's squandered it big time.
He continues his run. And a chance to whip it in here. Sanchez. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. Beautifully disguised ball. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel.
Well, a chance to take the lead, it really is. The crowd sense a goal.
Corner kick played in. Well, no end product. Bodies forward and the break looks on. All hands on deck. Can Can he put them in front? Oh no, he's missed the opportunity. And they remain level.
Well, he found himself in a great position, but he couldn't find the finish.
Alaba. Really good interception. Well, the attack looks promising. Will this corner bear fruit for them? Played into the centre of the box. Well, he couldn't get the header on the target, but robust defending. Mendy. The referee has given the advantage to Real Madrid. Vinicius Junior. Can he give them the advantage? Extremely sloppy in possession. Can they hit on the break? Now they've lost it. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. Rodrigo. Options in the centre. Might be a chance here. Surely. It's still alive. And in at the second time of asking, but the goalkeeper badly at fault.
Well, here's the replay, and Derek, a lot of the time the keeper saved the day. The last line of defence, but he's had a nightmare here. Big mistake, and the goal goes down to him. Well, all the hard work has paid off, but the manager knows a lot more has to be done to secure this game.
And the match back in business, Real Madrid with the advantage. And a strong tackle. Well, foul play, says the referee. Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear.
Well, I like that, Derek. Good refereeing. Nice and strong, told the player exactly what he was thinking.
And the goalkeeper not offering any scraps that time.
Well, Real have not had too much of the ball, but to their credit, they've been absolutely blistering on the counter-attack. They just sit back, hit you on the break, and it's really working for this team.
Rodrigo. And they need to get tighter here. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? A chance maybe from the wide position. Well, timed his challenge magnificently. Rodrigo. They've regained possession. Promising attack, but his timing was off. Jude Bellingham. Well, they've given him too much space. Outrageously skillful. Can he make it count? And the ball is in the net. Well, the goal will not stand. It is offside.
Yeah, good football there, but just straight offside.
Any sort of lead is important. They have the lead. What have you made of it so far?
Well, Real will be happy if it stays like this for sure. There's still some work to do in the second half, though. With the clock ticking down before their half-time cup of tea, it's imperative the players stay concentrated.
And the counter looks on here. Options available. Well, it petered out. Rodrigo. Promising attack, this. Carvajal. Is it going to be? And that's easy peasy for the keeper. Tejera. Borja Sanchez. How can he take them on and beat them? This could be the equaliser. And it is the equaliser. Well, now, that could be a huge turning point in this game. They carry the momentum.
Well, here it is again. He does so well to slip past his man, left him stranded, and he chooses to use power in the finish. Not much chance for the keeper when it's hit that hard. Well, he's furious, and why not? They've thrown this lead away.
Once again, the sides are level. It's a kaleidoscope of shifting emotions.
19, Borja Sánchez.
Carvajal. Now with Bellingham. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. Bellingham. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here. Unable to keep the ball. And they've won possession again. Well, it was a menacing attack, but tidied up. Bellingham. An attack full of promise. Can they forge ahead from this corner kick? Let's see. Well, such is the lot of an attacking player. Some days it works for you, on other days not at all, Lee.
Yeah, he's like a shadow of his usual self, as we can see. There doesn't seem to be any desire to go that extra yard. His team need him. Put a shift in, lad.
And firing it into the area. And clearing it away. It's opening up for them. Can he finish? Able to close down the shot. It has to be. And he scored not once but twice. They simply cannot stop him. And no wonder he's enjoying himself.
Well, what a time to score. The forwards are in absolute dreamland. The defenders slugging their way back to the half-time team talk. They're not going to enjoy this.
Well, if you enjoy high-scoring contests, this has been the game for you. And a free kick awarded by the referee. Good technique displayed. And that is that. Half-time here in the Spanish capital. As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. And considerable space afforded Real Madrid. Vinicius! A smart stop here. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. Played into the centre of the box. And he clears the danger. And the referee says penalty. He's been admonished by the referee. He's now got to walk something of a tightrope.
Yeah, he knows exactly where he stands. Look at the referee, how he's told him off there. No yellow card, but certainly knows what the referee's thinking.
He cannot believe he's missed it from the spot. Oh dear, oh dear.
No, I can't believe it either. I've missed a few myself, but that was just wide, but it's still a miss.
Simone Grippo. A fine reading of the situation. Vinicius Junior. Surely! Well, the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. Corner given to Real Madrid. And now the delivery. And it all counts for naught. Oh, he's lost possession. He's in with a chance. Ball is loose. And the keeper has custody of the ball, but just a few seconds beforehand, he had a big save to make.
Well, keep hold of it. Have a breather, because that first save deserves us all to look at him.
He's in behind. It's got to be. Surely. And a goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, as we can see, if a striker is free in the box, then the great ones just stand still. They know chances will come in that position, and he wasn't disappointed.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we?
Well, enjoy the good days as a coach. It can be a roller coaster ride, I can tell you that.
Well, just couldn't keep the ball. David Alaba. Borja Sanchez. Useful looking position, you've got to say. Masterful piece of foiling. And continues his run. The fans in favour of the shot here. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Vinicius. Well, possibilities in the centre. Vinicius! He can't hold on to it. Will he? But it can't get through. Pressing high to win the ball. Wonderful chance. Just had to keep his concentration to the maximum, and he did. Corner for Real Madrid. What a decisive punch by the keeper. And a strong tackle. They're trying to get right into his face. Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. Couldn't keep it. Beautifully disguised ball. Real chance. And a goal. It was served up on a silver platter for him.
Well, I'm sure you want to see this again. Where is everybody? The defenders, nowhere to be seen. It's an open goal.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. So the action continues, and Real very much bossing the proceedings. Well, the attack looks promising. Real in a good position out wide. And a crucial intervention inside the box. And Real with the ball again. A real struggle to contain him. Vinicius Junior. The high press was very much on. And Bellingham. A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Well, here we see it again, and it's all about the pace of the passing. One touch, slick movement, and how strong was he here? Incredible to hold up the defenders and get his shot away. Lovely goal. Well, enjoy the good days as a coach. It can be a roller coaster ride, I can tell you that.
Half an hour remaining then. And Real come away with it. Well, he's got past his man. It looks promising. And he's gone into an illegal position, unfortunately. Might be a chance here. Read well by the keeper. Oh, good vision. And now waiting to pounce. And a goal to seal the hat-trick. A masterclass in finishing. Just can't stop him today.
Well, here's the replay. It's a really lovely through ball, and it all leads to a 2v1 on the keeper, which he really doesn't have any chance with. It's a great team goal.
Well, possession ceded. Really inventive stuff from Real here. And cutting inside. Excellent block. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here.
Well, there's all types of goals, spectacular headers, overhead kicks. This is a simple one, but it still adds up to a goal on the score sheet.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we?
Well, there's nothing better for a manager when a plan comes together. Total satisfaction.
Real did well to regain control of the ball. They've won back possession. Rodri. Potential danger here. And still looking for space. Oh, good hit, close shave. Valverde. Well, they've lost the ball. And space to exploit, maybe. Oh, big chance! Under pressure to get it away. Valverde. And they know they need to stop him. And taken away. Good tackle. Failed to keep hold of it. Oh, surely. Absolutely spot on with that challenge. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Vinicius! And the ball is loose. Much more straightforward for the keeper this time, but previously he had work to do.
Well, double bubble. He gets the ball in the end, but the first save he makes, absolutely brilliant.
Can he take advantage? Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance.
Well, as we can see, the keeper's done his best, but there's nothing he can do from there. He's not going to miss that one.
A chance to revisit the goal.
Well, enjoy the good days as a coach. It can be a roller coaster ride, I can tell you that.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. So 20 minutes to go. Rodri. Doing well to keep possession, giving the ball away. Space afforded him. And struggling to get the shot off. Terrific block there. Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just?
Well, this is worth another look, Derek. Lovely movement and guile to easily evade the defender. And bang, he doesn't need a second invitation. Beautiful strike to finish.
The ball rolling again in what has been an utterly one-sided match. And it's gone out of play. Goal kick coming up. Mendy. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Not a fantastic piece of defending, was it? Well, it was a risky challenge, but brilliantly executed.
Esta es una llamada para Fernando Espinosa. Repetimos, Fernando Espinosa. Su primo
Sangali.
espera en recepción.
That's how to rob them of possession. This might be ideal for the counter. Clear foul, but a Real Madrid advantage. Carvajal. Sloppy, Carvajal. Couldn't keep it. Federico Valverde. Well, the ball lost here. And breaking at pace with menace. An attack full of promise over the byline, hence a goal kick. Mendy. Vinicius Junior. Well, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. It's with Vinicius Junior. And he cuts inside. And still looking for space. And this time it's in! Fabulous goal! And just look at the celebrations.
Well, look at it again. I do question the defenders, but let's give credit to him. What a wonderful solo effort. And he still has the presence of mind to finish it off. What a brilliant solo goal.
Oh, they've lost it. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Can he take advantage? Big chance it is. And first-class defending cleared off the line. Here it is now, a substitution. Corner kick played in. Can they hit on the break? Well, they did have the ball, but not anymore. Lovely work to get past his man. And it might be. What a high-quality stop it was.
Well, look at the speed he sets himself, Derek. He gets ready and makes a really good save.
Over it comes. I don't think in the grand scheme of things he's going to be terribly proud of that headed attempt.
Well, heading practice in training next week, that was pretty average, to be fair.
Saúl Berjón. Well, couldn't keep it. And he's through here. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a decent move to evade the defender. And sometimes, with all the time in the world, you can fluff your lines. But he composes himself and slips it past the keeper beautifully.
Getting the better of his opponent. Chances on. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, let's see that again. Once he gets into his stride, he just strolls past players. What a lovely solo, wonderful effort this is.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. Well, they get the ball once more. Camavinga. And Valverde. Oh, that's an interesting pass. He's waiting in the middle. This could have possibilities. And diving to thwart him. Played into the centre of the box. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. The ball back with Real now. Just been a thoroughly cogent and convincing performance in this match, Lee.
Well, what's the hardest thing to do on a football pitch? Create and score a goal. And Real have done that in abundance tonight. They really have. They ticked all the boxes for me. Lovely to watch. The players have all got smiles on their face. They're playing with a freedom, and you can tell.
Lost possession. No real conviction in the challenge. They couldn't maintain possession. Alaba comes up with it. Rodrigo. A chopping challenge, and the referee has got to have a big think about it. And the referee has determined that that is a bookable offence.
I don't think he could think anything else after that challenge.
Tremendous challenge. Doughty defending to win the ball back. Credit to them for winning back possession. Oh, surely. And that is defending of the highest order. Sangali. Possession changing hands. Well, the attack carried promise, but petered out. And a big chunk of added time here, a minimum of 5 minutes. This is looking threatening. Not the pass he had in mind. Getting in there to take it away. Real Madrid have been awarded the free kick. Really getting stuck in. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. No danger here as he runs at them. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. He's now got to be extra careful. A verbal warning rather than a caution here.
Yeah, the next one, he knows where he's going, in the book.
And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Sangali. And still danger here. And in the end, no damage done. Oh, what an opportunity. The net is staring him in the face. He had just the goalkeeper to beat. He's got it completely wrongly.
Well, he won't be watching that when he gets home tonight on a replay.
Relentless high pressing. So there goes the final whistle. Real Madrid victorious, and their fans will be heading home happily.
Well, it must be a dream as a striker to play in this team. They create for fun and have a lovely attacking style about them. Clinical finishing today as well.